More than 40 healthcare centers of the Ministry of Health across the Sultanate continue to vaccinate the targeted group in the first phase of the national campaign against COVID-19 with the Pfizer-BioNTech and Oxford AstraZeneca, thanks to the availability of these vaccines, during which its process of vaccination went faster, while simultaneously continuing to follow the guidelines and specified protocols for testing and reviewing its safety.
My wife and I have already taken the COVID-19 vaccine, both doses, the initial dose that was taken about 4 weeks ago, and the last dose, the second dose and final one, we took yesterday. And alhamdulillah, up to now, no side effects, no complications whatsoever, in spite of what some of the conspiracy theorists have been saying to the public, that this has been created maybe to the detriment of the human race, to make it more specific. But this should not be followed. I think all of us have a responsibility to make sure that we preserve health, and the only way we can do it, particularly with this pandemic at the moment, is to make sure that all of us take full control of our own behavior and our own attitude to make sure that none of us succumbs to this pandemic. Because if one of us gets it, we are likely to infect the whole community generally. And we can imagine the kind of financial and socioeconomic difficulties the country is in. So it is not the responsibility of the government, although they are doing their very best for trying everything by any means necessary to protect us with the resources. But at the same time, I think this is everybody's responsibility, and all of us owe it to ourselves and the country and the government as well to be careful and to make sure that we don't succumb to this pandemic infection and then infect the others as well.
The vaccination of the target group that received the first dose of the vaccine is also simultaneously underway. Based on the data released 4 days ago, the number of people vaccinated in the first phase of the national campaign for immunization against COVID-19 with the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine has reached 27,000, covering 95% for the first dose and 22,369 people, 82% for the second dose.
I very much believe in the COVID-19 vaccine, and I'm going to take it.
Dear fellow citizens and residents alike, it is not only to your interest, but to all of us, the community at large, to adhere, practice and strictly implement the prescribed precautionary measures in order for all of us to stay safe and healthy. It only takes one individual for this evil beast of a virus to acquire the strength it needs to contaminate and devastate our lives, our society as we know and love, and our socio-economic integrity. The chain of our society is only as strong as the weakest link in that chain, and if one link is weak because of ignoring these precautionary measures, that it goes without saying that our society as a whole will be dangerously and lethally compromised. So let's all of us be vigilant and strictly follow the prescribed preventive measures for the benefit of one and all. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, I'm Abdallah bin Ahmed AlRubaiey.